As of now, all the focus is, of course, on the big tournament that is the Champions Trophy. But remember, that is a 50 over format tournament. But before that, lest we forget, there is a T20 series that India will play versus England. There are going to be 5 T20s followed by 3 ODIs, and then comes the Champions Trophy. So while all the focus is on Champions Trophy and the selection, what we can confirm at the moment is that 11th of Jan, mark that in your calendar, that's the day the team for the T20I series versus England is going to be announced. So that is confirmed. The selectors are going to be meeting and announcing the T20 team. Now, whether on that same day selectors also pick the team for the Champions Trophy, that is still not confirmed. That is still not known. But what is confirmed is that the T20I team for England series will be picked. Now, of course, you can hazard a guess. The 12th Jan is the deadline for all countries to announce their provisional squad for the Champions Trophy, and you can even make changes to that squad till the 13th going forward. But 12th Jan is that day by which time they will have to announce their squad, their provisional squad for the Champions Trophy. Of course, changes to the squad, as I mentioned, can happen till the month of February as well. Whether on the 11th only the selectors will pick the squad or not for Champions Trophy is not known. Possibly they could, or they could then pick it on the final day, that is the 12th. But the T20I team will definitely be announced on the 11th of Jan. Now, what could be the T20 team? Now, because we've been playing a lot of test cricket and focusing on the ODI team, we've kind of lost our focus on the T20 team. This is the last T20 team that we saw in South Africa. 16-member squad that had gone with Abhishek, Surya, Tilak, Rinku, Sanju Samson, Jitesh, 2 wicket keepers, 2 all-rounders, fast bowling all-rounders, I might add, in Hardik and Ramandeep. And then you had a spin bowling all-rounder in Akshar, then 2 spinners in Bishnoi, Varun Chakravarti, 4 fast bowlers, Arshdeep, Avesh, Vijay Kumar Vishak, and Yash Dayal. So this was effectively your squad for the last T20I series that happened in October 2024. So it's pretty much going to be the same for the England series. There could be a few changes. Now, if you were to make India's full strength T20I team, then there'll be plenty of changes, because then people like Jasprit Bumrah, Shubman Gill, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Rishabh Pant, all of them will come into the fray. But as of now, as is being reported, majority of your players that were part of the Australian Test series will be given a break for the T20I series that are before the ODIs versus England. So by the time the ODIs come, then you will pick a full strength team, because you have to prepare for the Champions Trophy, which is also in the ODI format. But T20 team will be most likely without some of your stalwarts. Remember, Virat, Rohit Sharma, Jadeja, they've all retired, but even the other regulars will miss out. They will be resting, which means your team is going to be pretty much the same. There could be a few changes despite the fact that they are resting. Now, first thing is, some may argue that Gill hasn't been in great form, so he could be playing. Jaiswal, even though he's in good form, may want to get some white ball form, so he might want to play. There could be others like Rishabh Pant want to get some form. Nitish Reddy would want to play. Now, if they put their hands up and say we want to play, then the selectors will have to accommodate them in the T20 series. Then that entire team will change. But as of now, as is being reported, most likely all the test players are going to be rested. So we're going to look at, if the test players are rested, then what could be the changes. At best, 4 changes I still see. You will have to get a Riyan Parag. Remember, he was injured. He had a shoulder injury, so wasn't available for that series, but now he's recovered from that shoulder injury, so he comes into the T20 setup as a batter. Now, who do you remove from here? That's going to be a tough question. Abhishek has had a mixed bag of a season so far in T20 career. Bit inconsistent, sometime has been outstanding, otherwise not. So that could be that one slot he replaces, or they could add Parag into that squad and also keep Abhishek. That is also something that they could do. They could do that. Sai Sudarshan is in contention, Ruturaj is in contention, but unlikely they'll get a nod because of the players that are already there. Tilak did very well, and of course Rinku is a middle order finisher, so he'll be there. Now then comes the next slot. Batter, maybe only Parag comes in, maybe in place of Abhishek, or Abhishek stays and Parag is added. Wicketkeeper slot, Pant, I think, will be rested, so he's not there. Dhruv Jurel is an option. Ishan Kishan is an option. You could look at two. Jitesh has had an underwhelming time with the T20 team, so that's the one player that can go out, and then you can get either Ishan or Dhruv Jurel. Maybe Ishan could be in the front. He was sent into exile, but then remember went in as part of the India A tour to Australia. So there is a possibility he comes in, and also if you need an opener, if Abhishek is going out and Parag slots into the middle order, then Ishan Kishan can be your opener, batting on top, maybe with a Sanju Samsung. That could be your combination where you could play both wicketkeeper batters. One could be, of course, backup. So Ishan may come in there, or Dhruv Jurel comes in place of Jitesh. So two changes there that could happen. Then in your all-rounder slot, Ramandeep played a couple of games in that series. Was again not great performance either with bat or ball. Didn't get too many opportunities either. So he could go out because you would have to get. There are two contenders in that all-rounders list. There is a Shivam Dube and Nitish Reddy. Nitish, because part of the test squad, will be rested. So Dube then slots in place of Ramandeep. He took a paternity leave just now. Shivam Dube for the birth of his second child, missed 2 games of Vijay Hazare, but now will be available. So Dube comes in place of Ramandeep. That's the change number 3 that we spoke about. In terms of spinners, there will be no change. Sundar is a contender, but again part of the test squad. If he's resting, he doesn't come in. Akshar, Bishnoi, Varun Chakravarti had a good outing in T20Is for India, so they will then continue. In fast bowling, again you could look at a few changes. Arshdeep, of course, will stay, but there's also Harshit Rana. He was part of the test squad but did not play all games, so there is a possibility he comes into the setup. So Harshit will come in. Mayank Yadav, remember, was part of the series versus Bangladesh, but had been injured because of a back injury ever since, went to the NCA. If he's fit, then he definitely comes in. If he's not, then only one more change. So 3-4 change. Harshit will come in, maybe for a Vijay Kumar Vishak. You might want to keep a Yash Dayal and Arshdeep and Avesh. So those are the changes. If Mayank is fit, maybe then Avesh or Yash Dayal go out and then Mayank slots in. Then it will be about 5 changes. Otherwise, this is going to be roughly your squad for the T20I series that is going to be picked on the 11th. Just to let you know which are the games, there are 5 T20Is starting on the 22nd of Jan from Kolkata, going to Chennai, Rajkot, Pune, and then you wind up on 2nd of February in Mumbai. That's all that we have in this latest piece of news that we're bringing to you with regards to the T20I series. Give us a like if you enjoy our content, and as always, don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today. Thanks for watching.